Welcome back to Trading with CJ. Today we have an exciting update around a stock that we've been covering on this channel now for some time. We started speaking about American battery metals around about January time, and it's been for a bit of a roller coaster ever since. Okay, we had crazy highs and then we saw this drop down like the rest of the penny stock market, but right now we are seeing a massive upside and recovery in ABML. We're going to go through exactly why that is happening, the latest updates around ABML. If you appreciate all these updates and these penny stock videos, etc., please go ahead and smash a like and subscribe to my channel as well. That really is appreciated. Without further ado, let's get into this. We're talking about American Battery Metals Technology Company. Like I say, we have covered this one so many different times, all the updates. If you want to check out previous videos, all of that is linked in the description below. This is a lithium-ion battery recycling company entering into the EV space. We have one massive catalyst for this one really, which is the plant. They are building a massive plant in Nevada, and we hopefully are going to get that built by the end of this year. They're going through the process of building this, which we have covered so many times in terms of their licenses, etc. going forward. However, we just had some massive news, which I won't waste your time. You can see right here, over the last 5 days alone, right now, this stock is up about 58%, which is insane considering the whole market has been selling off. If we look at the 6-month graph, we can see we did hit crazy highs. We hit highs of about $4, okay? And that was about end of January, mid-February time. We was covering it just before that, so we was on this crazy run up. Since that time, the penny stock market has been selling off. So from those highs, we went down about 75%. Insane drop off, just like most of these penny stocks right now, okay? And the whole stock market in general has been selling off. But from those lows, where it dropped down around about mid-April time, this is now up about 125%. So if you were still buying in, or you was buying the dip or any of that time, you're probably going to be sitting on nice gains right now, okay, which is great. This one is flying right now, currently trading for just over $2.30 per share at the time recording anyway. So why is this suddenly seeing a crazy run literally over the last few days? Well, this bit of news came out. American Battery Metals Corporation files application to list on the NASDAQ. Now, this has been the case for many stocks that we spoke about on our channel, okay? Lots of these penny stocks, they start off as OTC stocks where you can only trade them on specific exchanges, and then they plan to uplist to a major exchange, which gives them basically, opportunity for new investors on these other big exchanges to get involved. Now, ABML, they never really spoke about this too much, okay? Unlike some of the other ones. Higher Tide, one we spoke about a lot on the channel, has just uplisted, and you know what's happened, guys? It done a reverse split. It uplisted to the NASDAQ, and now it is sitting on nice gains, okay? That is what happens when you uplist to a major exchange. You give this more exposure to new investors. So ABML is planning on doing this as well. They have applied to list on the NASDAQ. Like I say, they're currently on OTC markets. So they say right here, okay, American-owned lithium-ion battery recycling technology, as we spoke about, which is in the process of changing its name to American Battery Technology Company. From the very first video I spoke about these, they have been talking about how they want to become ABTC. This is ABML at the moment, but it will be changing to be ABTC. And we haven't really had an update on the time frame for that, but now this is it, okay? If they uplist to the NASDAQ, their ticker symbol will change to ABTC, and you can see that it has submitted a formal application to list its common shares on the NASDAQ stock market. Now, I want to hold off right here for 1 second. This is an application to list. They have not been granted this. This is not 100% going to be happening right here. You can see acceptance for the listing is subject to approval based on several factors, including satisfaction of minimum listing requirements for the NASDAQ. The company intends to satisfy all of the applicable listing requirements. However, there is no assurance that the application will be approved. During the NASDAQ review process, the company's common stock will continue to trade under ABML, as we've seen. And once this gets approved and we have a date for when this will be uplisting, it will change to ABTC. Now, nothing is going to specifically happen with your shares. Your shares will stay as they are. However, what that means is we'll probably see a bit of a run-up. We will see probably a run-up if this gets listed to the NASDAQ, because like I say, it gives more exposure and is a much better exchange, more stability over time, etc. On May the 13th, the company received approval from Planning Commission for a conditional use permit for a lithium battery recycling plant at last night's monthly commission meeting. The recommendation is the first step on the application will now go to the Fenley City Council for final consideration. So this is really exciting times, okay? It's permitting and construction ABTC's lithium battery recycling pilot plant in Nevada. That's one of our massive things. So things are starting to progress with this one. It's been doing its thing in the background. People have been getting worried. Why is this one selling off? Because it did see a big drop, okay? It was at $4. It went down to like 170, something like that. And yeah, people were starting to panic. However, like I say, nothing has changed within this company. This was not going to be a quick process. Building their plant was never planned to take 2 months. It was always going to be planned to be the end of the year, towards the end of the year. If we get to the end of the year and there is no news on permits or anything like that, and it's not even started building, then we can start to worry what's going on. But that's not the case, okay? It is starting to get these permits in. Hopefully they're going to start be under construction and everything, and they're hopefully going to uplist to the Nasdaq as well. And we can see a bit of news from Investor Place as well. A lot of people go to this for updates on companies, and they even put ABML as one of the headlines. ABML Stock, the big news sending American battery metals climbing, which, as we mentioned, is basically around the Nasdaq listing. And not only that, on their website, okay, they've been doing lots of things. They've been doing lots of presentations. They had Wall Street conferences, virtual conferences, etc. They also entered into a contract to purchase 8 acres of land in Sparks, Nevada. And then we obviously also spoke about the application for the lithium ion permits, etc. and the 15 million direct offering. We spoke about those two things in a previous video. You can check that out as well if you want to get a little bit more insights into this company. But let's have one more look here at the stock price. Like I say, we are currently on a really big upward trend over 230, and we have a very nice day at the moment, about 10% on the day. But like I say, in the week, we are sitting very, very nicely, about 58% right now. Things are starting to go in upward trend. How long will this last? Hopefully, it's going to keep going up. We have a market cap of about over 1.3 billion. But like I say, the main thing here, this is an application to list. It can get turned down, highly unlikely. If they thought it could get turned down, knowing full well this is going to get a lot of hype, people will sell their shares if this doesn't get approved. But right now, I will be leaning towards, the fact that this would get approved for sure. I'll be very, very surprised if it doesn't. However, if it doesn't, guess what, guys? I will still be holding onto my shares in ABML because I'm holding on to this for the longer term, for the plant to be built, production to get underway, profits to start coming in. But yeah, if you appreciate all of these updates around ABML and any other penny stocks, etc. on my channel, please go ahead and smash the like and subscribe to my channel as well. Let me know your thoughts on ABML. Thanks for watching, and until next time.